morning, delivery fam, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with UDM on the Life of a Gig Worker podcast.
On today's episode of Tech Tuesday, we're going to be talking about hackers and how they pretty much can tap into your screen wirelessly now through HDMI radiation.
What the hell wrong with your mic? It done fizzed out, whatever?
Yeah, I figured we would add some special effects since we talking about hacking and wirelessly, so I kind of added a little bit of smoke to it. What you think?
You added smoke to your mic, bro?
I added a little bit of smoke. I blew some smoke into it, and I was like, "It's gonna look pretty cool."
It did, bro. I was like, "Oh shit, his mic about to stop working on the damn episode." I saw the smoke. I was like, "Damn, why is shit all smoky?" But okay, all right. What's up? Talk to me, bro.
So apparently, I got this article that I want to show you. It's kind of like a little blurb of an article.
The one you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So hackers can wirelessly watch your screen via HDMI radiation. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but HDMI radiation is kind of like the off-putting signal of the cord itself, right? So when you plug an HDMI cord in, there's data leakage, and you can tap into that wirelessly. It's gotten a lot better than what it used to be. But before, when we tried to do it, basically what ended up happening is you could see some of what was on the screen. It was more of like an outline. But it seems like they've refined it a little bit more to where they can actually read the text on your screen. And it's already being used in the wild to steal credit card information, to steal bank statements, to steal social security numbers. So anything like it's crazy.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, they can refine the signal to basically mirror on their screen to see about what you can see.
So in other words, we fucked. No, seriously. I just said that just for jokes, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm a bit nervous, bro, because this is a technology age where damn near every damn screen got HDMI. There's an HDMI port on everything, bro. I even think even like my Apple device, there's a dongle that, HDMI. And at one point I remember HDMI was that upgrade for you to get that HD quality. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, I gotta get that HDMI stuff, right? Versus the floor TV and we're not gonna go on that. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, even if you know all that. But bro, this is kind of like, wait, first off, HDMI. I'm like, okay, damn, they found a new way to read shit. Like, what the hell? Okay, whatever. Then I saw radiation. I was like, whoa, radiation? HDMI radiation? Help me out, Josh, because I'm like, yo, from my perspective, radiation has never been a nice thing. Okay. That thing can cook you. That's what I'm thinking.
So think about back in the day when you used to have your phone next to your, it did it. Wow. So I guess it's not too old. So back in the day when you used to have like your phone next to your speakers or anything like that, and you used to get a text message and you hear the dee 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 dee, like it would kind of mess with the that's data leakage. So your phone was getting a signal from the cell tower, right? And basically what was happening was interfering with the signal that your speaker or your TV or your headphones were getting. So back in the day, they used to put, they still do. It's like a noise, they call it like a noise clarifier. And it's like this little round thing on the back of cables. That kind of prevents it from leaking any type of interference. But that's not on HDMI cables. It's not on any of the headphone cables anymore. But they used to put that little circle block on almost everything to prevent that feedback or interference. So basically what these hackers are doing is they're taking that radiation, which is, data leakage, and they're refining it. They're taking it and they're refining the data and they're digitalizing it to be able to see almost a mirror image on their screen of what you're looking at. It's still going to be distorted and a little noisy, but they can see it.
So from my understanding, right? I'm looking for clarity. Okay, that noise,
Mm-hmm.
that whatever signal that caused it to, like the radio or whatever, to do that noise, that is what they're taking. They're catching that and digitizing it.
Yeah. So basically, what we could do back in the day, and I mean, you could still do it. You could intercept text messages and all sorts of stuff, right? Because it's called over the air, right? So over the air signal basically means that it can be intercepted by anybody, anyone, anything. And
Wait,
yeah,
wait, hold on, bro, because I'm trying to process what you're saying to me, and I understand what you're saying, but help. Well, we're not gonna go into all that, right? I don't want you to go all into that technical shit because I'm gonna be over here, my brain gonna be fried, and I'm gonna be like, okay,
okay.
episode over. Episode.
I'm
Hold up, hold up. Are you telling me? The best thing I could compare it to is Morse code. The same way they can use Morse code to say things. Is this like the computer version of Morse code? Hey, this is on my screen.
I mean, yes and no. The best way to kind of describe it would be okay, so picture me holding a squirt gun and I'm sitting across from you, right? And I am going to transmit my water, or I'm going to squirt my water from my squirt gun to your face. And somebody comes across in the middle and they're like, yoink, and they grab the stream of water. And they got it before it hit your face. You might still get a little bit wet, right? But they got some of the water. That's the best way to pretty much explain it in the lowest level possible.
I understand that. My brain is trying to figure out, how do they take that water and now make their own gun?
So in this case, it's a lot of coding, right? Because basically what you're doing is you're taking an antenna to hone in on a specific level of radiation for a specific signal. And you're going to take that and refine it and make your own image. Now, the clarity of the image is unsure based on this article, but basically the reason that it says they combine the AI algorithms is because they're trying to use AI tech in order to refine the image and read the text on a screen. So basically, the leakage is coming out in data codes, right? So when it's coming out in data codes, it's like, okay, a bunch of ones and zeros for lack of better words, but there's coding, data codes, binary codes, whatever you want to process it. But picture it as a bunch of ones and zeros that is being leaked out, like the Matrix. And then they're taking those ones and zeros, plugging them into an AI algorithm, and making a picture out of it. Or
Yeah.
deciphering the ones and zeros and making a text.
There's a loophole in everything, y'all. As excited as I was about tech, is as scared as I am of that shit now. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, how the hell? Okay, we're gonna move on, but I gotta get this out, right? And I promise you, it's not long-winded or anything. First, I learned how to read on paper. And now you telling me mankind has built computers to learn how to read off of shit you can't see in the air?
Yep.
And they can digitize it to make it, to read what the hell I was transmitting?
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on, bro. You done stress me out. I don't know if anybody else is stressed as I am. I love my smartphone, but now I'm like, oh, they watching. Oh,
So
now I'm paranoid as hell.
I'm going to follow the same level of suit here, right? And we're going to go to the next topic. So I sent you a link earlier on in the week, and I basically kind of hacked your phone a little bit. Just a little bit.
What?
Yeah, I hacked your phone just a little bit, but it
So
was
the
for a
link
good
you
cause.
so the link you sent me for the Carvatize,
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. that link was you hacked my shit, bro?
Yes, and there was a purpose for it. So you sent me a screenshot earlier in the week about kind of like I don't remember what company it was from, but it was like a link, and the link came from a Hotmail account, right? And there was a link there, and I said, "Nah, don't click that, bro. Don't click that. It ain't true." So I kind of wanted to bring this up in Tech Tuesday. So I fooled you again. And I wanted to show you just how easy it is to fall for these little spoofing scams, right? It could be from somebody that you trust, or it could be somebody that you thought you trust. And
Now,
I got a whole lot of information.
Now hold on. Okay. We got to start from the beginning. All right. First off, I didn't know this mofo over here hacked the hell out of my damn shit. Now, I don't even know if I can trust his ass. Are you Big Brother, sir? Have you been? You know what?
Could be.
I gotta make sure I use this damn shit. This lens cover. This God dog. Hold up. I gotta show them the email that I received. I'm very basic in this, right? Very basic knowledge. And when I saw this, I immediately was like, "Oh, you mofos trying to get me." But I also remember there was a gig tuber that I guess he said he received a link of a possible sponsorship. And he was like, "Oh, man, sponsorship. Let me click on that." Next thing you know, he lost his damn YouTube channel. You know? Obviously, he was able to get it back. But the fact that he lost his whole YouTube channel just really made me zero in a little bit more on the emails that I received. And I want to show y'all the email that I sent to Josh before his ass decided to hack my damn phone. Okay, I'm gonna have a conversation with your ass about that shit after, okay, so well, we're gonna get into the details of the shit that you sent me. Yeah, whatever. All right. So first off, I got this email. Okay. Notice how it's to UDM. That's me. Okay. In case you didn't know. Right. Now, it's from Meta Help Center. I was like, why the hell Meta sending me a damn email? Important notice, suspension pending review. It's like, what the fuck? The hell, suspension? Okay, this Meta legal department. We've noticed that some of your Facebook pages post ads involve copyrighted images and videos that may be considered misleading under our policies. Now, when I read this at first, let me just dissect this real quick, Josh. I promise I'm not going to take long. I'm like, I don't post shit on my damn Facebook. What the hell you talking about? But then I was like, damn, did somebody hack my shit? You know? That's how my brain went. Okay. So then I said, oh, pun intended, sir. Okay. Meta respects your right to express and wish to conduct business on the internet. We have begun the process of disabling your Facebook account. I'm now like, damn, I wanted to get back into Facebook. I wanted to start learning how to post reels and shit. Like, what the fuck? No, they trying to disable my shit. Hold up, Brian. Let's double check where this shit coming from, because these mofos smart as hell. I look at these links, and now I'm like, hold up, next one. Let me show you here. Facebook.com. I said, something ain't right here. And then it says, best regards, legal department, Meta platform. Okay. Y'all making this shit look real. Okay, I see y'all. Kudos. But then when I clicked on the contact, I said, oh, bitch, gotcha. At hotmail.com. And the reason why I whited out the rest of the email is because at first I was thinking like, man, you know, I want to make sure I put this out there to the fam when they watch this episode. But I was like, man, I don't want them, in case they're watching this video, to feel like, hey, you know what? I used that email already. Don't use that email again. So I didn't want to put information out there to give them information in case they're watching this video. But I was like, oh, gotcha, at hotmail.com. It ain't from Meta. but they almost got me because I was like, why the hell? I wasn't going to click anything, but then I sent it to Josh. And this is why I'm going to hand over the mic to his hacking ass. Okay. What the hell? Because you sent me these screenshots, sir, but I don't know what the hell you sent me these screenshots for. I didn't even know it was mine. I'm being honest here when I say this. So this is my shit, Josh?
Yeah, that's your shit.
So what the hell am I looking at, Josh?
Okay, so I did a basic Grabify, right? Just to gather a little bit of information, just to show you the power of how easy it is to grab information off of you. So this is an advanced log to kind of give you like a breakdown. So you click this link on the 6th at 1:34 in the afternoon and 35 seconds. I got your whole IP address, the country, and I blurred out the state, the city and state that you were in when you were currently clicking on that link.
Oh, thank you for blurring out the information.
I also got what type of orientation your phone was in. What did you click it when you were like this, or did you click it when you was like this? So I also know what time zone you're in, what time it was when you clicked it. I also know if you're running an ad blocker, what your screen size is, what color scheme you're using, what phone you're using, what software you're using, and exactly what browser you're using and the browser information. I also know that your touch screen is working and it's a true OEM touch screen because it's a 5-point touch. So I also know who your internet provider is. I also know what WebKit you're using. And again, the host name of your internet provider. So you were on Wi-Fi at the time, by the way, mister.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When you sent me these screenshots, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at them, I'm like, what the I guess you want to use some Tech Tuesday shit. Like, I ain't even try to like figure out what the hell this was, bro. And now you're breaking it down and you're telling me that you know all of this shit by the link that you sent me that rerouted me to Carvatize.
Yep.
How the hell? It did say something where it's like, oh, you're being redirected or something with like some dots and shit.
Yep.
It made me a little suspicious, but at the same time, I was just like, it's Josh. And now on this episode, you telling me you hacked my shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
I wanted to show you what the whole purpose of it was, right? So when you click the link, the idea or the process is called phishing. I'm phishing for information. Now I can either phish or I can inject, right? So phishing, I'm gathering information for a preview or for a future scam or a future attack, or I'm injecting to find out more information than I could from just a link. So I can either inject some sort of surveillance software, or I can inject a keylogger, or I could do a whole bunch of stuff, right? I can tear up your whole phone.
Is that malware shit or whatever?
Yeah, so malware, Trojan horse, whatever you want to call it. But I can inject all sorts of stuff just using a link or a photo, right? And you wouldn't even know it happened on your computer because it's going to happen so fast. I can also do an entire like copy of your phone. Like everything on your phone, I can get a copy of it and upload it to a server, run it in a sandbox or a virtual machine, and I can use everything in your phone. So there's a lot there to unpack, but the point that I wanted to make is basically what they were trying to do is fish for information. You have a Facebook page that they clearly want to use it for a purpose. So if they get you to route to Facebook and get you to log in, they're going to get your username and password, right? Because all they're going to do is key log the system in order to get your username and password based on the keystrokes that you made. There's also, the fact of what I did, which was fish for information. So I now know you use Comcast. I now know the area you live in. I'm not going to dox you. And I know the exact address of where you're at.
Thank you.
I'm not going to dox you. But I got all of it.
Hold up. Before you finish. The reason why I'm not upset is because Josh actually knows where I live. Right? Yeah. He knows everything about it. Like I told y'all in the previous episode, this is my brother. And the fact that he did this, I feel he knows me better than I know myself. Meaning, he probably knew if he told me this, about this link that he's sending me or whatever, I probably would not have clicked it because of I don't know what the hell he looking for. But he told me this is the Carvertized link. And this bitch, and I call him bitch with a capital B, ITCH, right? He sent me photos of his vehicle. Let me show y'all. This bitch set me up, bro. This bitch set me up. Damn, you got me good, dog. I can't even lie. You got me good. But it's only because it's you. It's only because it's you. All right. He sent me photos of his vehicle after the Carvertized. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the back. That's the side. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, all right, dog. You know, obviously I don't want to dox him either, so I blacked out certain parts, right? So thank you, Mr. Josh. Thank you for blurring out or blocking out certain things. But if you wasn't my brother, bro, I would be driving to Kissimmee right now. You had to fade me, bro. You had to shoot me a fade, bro. So but it's only because it's him. I'm cool with it. So if you feel some type of way that he did this to me, at least he blurred out my stuff. That means, okay, we got love here. He showed me some love. He ain't doxing me. All right. Cool.
So I gathered a lot of information, and I did it for a purpose and I showed pertinent information that I wanted people to know. Now, not a lot of people can get any information off of what I gave you. One of the things that I gave you was part of your IP address, which gave me the pretty much like the city and area that you're in, and then I could find the exact router / port that you're using just by digging deeper into that. I know that you use Comcast, so by me knowing that you use Comcast, I can pretty much fake and be like a Comcast representative and say your bill didn't go through or whatever the case may be. Let's go ahead and process your payment. Based on the area that you live in, I can know that your power company is X, Y, and Z. So I can call you and say, hey, you're about to get your power shut off. Your payment didn't go through, so on and so forth. There's so much that I can utilize that information for to gain more information to finalize a scam. So that's just part one when you click the link. Then there's always a part 2 or part 3. In some cases, when somebody's physically going after you, clicking the link is just part all. They're going to inject something to get into your phone to get the information that they need.
So I want to tie this into like Dashers being hacked and being sent. They just want to verify certain things about them. And, like when they send them a message with the link for whatever, that's kind of like what you're talking about here. Like you sent me that link, like say, if you are the person trying to scam me, I'm a Dasher, you send me a link, you already know I'm a Dasher, and you're just going to feed me information like that guy that wore that $50,000 chain doing DoorDash, right? He was a detective. The person on the phone was a detective trying to get information from him in a different way. Did they send him a link? Do you remember if they sent him a link?
No, they didn't send him a link. They basically sent him to Taco Bell. So that was part 1 for them. They sent him to Taco Bell to get one packet of hot sauce.
That is right.
So that's their part 1. Part 2 was to give him a phone call and say, oh, you'll be reimbursed because of this and that. It was a fraudulent delivery. Yeah.
Lingo.
So they basically were very smart in this aspect. They were trying to give him enough information to make him buy that they were a detective. In this case, for you, Facebook / the guy was trying to give you enough information, but there was a lot of grammar mistakes that Facebook would have never made. So there was a lot of small inconsistencies. If you throw it back up on the screen, I'll show you.
All right, hold on. All right, so not this one. You want to see the email, right?
Yeah.
Not this. Okay, not that. Is it? Okay, you on the first page.
So on the first page, it would have been, this is the Meta legal department, or this is Meta's legal department. We've noticed some of your Facebook page's posts. It would be posts ads involving copyrighted images. So it's all about the grammar here. Obviously, the English is their second language, or whatever the case may be. There's some spacing issues here. And there would never be a decision number. It would always be a case number. So there's certain things there that I've learned that, over time through my expertise of the mistakes that they made. And then if you go to the second page.
All right. But before we go to the second page, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even noticed none of that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put my hand up. I ain't even noticed none of that. The only thing I was already suspicious about was, what the hell you talking about suspension? Then I told you in the beginning, my mind went to, did somebody hack my shit?
Yeah.
But okay, let's go to the second page.
So then the second thing that I noticed is they basically sent you to a Facebook message, right? So it goes facebook.com/message and then a message identifier, right? Which is going to open up a chat. And that chat is going to basically send you probably to Facebook Help Center that doesn't have a blue check next to it. And then it goes into saying if we don't receive confirmation from you that you comply with our request, it would be complied. We will have no choice but pursue all remedies finally available to you. What remedies? Facebook would have defined all of this, and you may and you will face future lawsuits related to copyright. Well, it would be copyright infringement for one. It would never go to a lawsuit. I've very rarely seen copyright infringement lawsuits unless it's on a massive scale and then the feds are raiding your place, kind of like how Mega Upload was back in the day. And then it says, note, please ensure that the admins and advertisers involved also contact us to resolve this issue together. Why would Facebook administrators be reaching out to you, right? So they're basically telling you not to go to them, because why would the admins reach out to you? You are the admin, right? So why would they reach out to you? And then it says, best regards, legal department, Meta Platform 20 Incorporated, by the way. And then it says copyright 2024 Meta. The copyright is in the wrong place, for one. It should be after Meta Platform, and then copyright Incorporated, and then it should have their copyright date for whatever it is that they're copywriting. But there's a whole lot of misinformation here. And as you break it down slowly, because I read all my emails slowly just to make sure that there's not grammar mistakes, because Grammarly could fix that for you for free. But there's a whole lot of misinformation and small little things that you should pick up on.
I can't lie to you, Josh. Everything that you said, I did not notice it. My eyes was only stuck on the blue links. I'm like, don't click no link, Brian. Don't click no damn link. Check to see who the hell that is first.
Damn. In all of your requests, just for anybody else's purposes, in case they didn't know, all of your requests are, when it comes to like these copyright infringements, are always going to go through the Meta Business Suite. So that link is completely wrong because it would say Meta Suite or Meta Business Suite or whatever the case may be. It's never going to go through Facebook, and it's never going to be in the form of a message. And the other link, the case number should have never been hyperlinked. Why did you hyperlink the case number? There's no hyperlink on a case number because it should be uploaded into your business suite.
So you mean that 162 number at the bottom?
Yeah.
162.
It's in the form of a phone number.
It's in the form of a phone number. So my phone, I believe, hyperlinked it.
Yeah. But you're not going to have a case number that's that simple to remember either. There's usually never repeating numbers, like 67608. That's somebody literally typing on a keyboard. They're like 162336. Like it looks believable to the untrained eye, but your typical generator is going to generate absolutely random numbers. So you never are going to see a repeating number for one, and it's never going to go 676. That's somebody trying to throw you off and make it seem like it's a random number.
Y'all, we know Josh is a detective, a private investigator. I found out today he's a hacker. I'm just kidding. Listen, I'm not gonna put that label on my brother. He just is trying to educate me, educate y'all about how simple, even as a dasher, how simple all that information can be gathered. And I'm glad that he has this knowledge so he can educate me. And I confessed and I said that I didn't even pay attention to the grammar as much as he did. Now, when he was reading it, I was like, oh, that don't make sense. Oh, that don't make sense. Oh, now I'm processing the grammar. But in the moment when I was reading the email, I wasn't thinking about all of that stuff that he was talking about. But if you're a Dasher, you're an Uber Eats driver, just a gig worker, point blank, period. Scamming, what I've learned in this episode, and I have learned, okay, is one, they're using HDMI radiation. Makes me feel some type of way about using my smartphone. Two, the grammar in my email, it's not just about where the email is coming from. Check out all the information in there. Three, the numbers shouldn't repeat, or it's kind of like typing in random numbers. If it repeats, it kind of, oh, that's off. The trained eye, like this person over here just used. And I used him, I called him a person because of how he did this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I've learned a lot here. And to hear you tell me, Josh, that based on that link that you sent me, I'm going to put it back up on the screen. All right. Not the link, obviously, not the link. But I want to show how much I appreciate you for showing me this. All right. When you said, all right, so I have all three screenshots on the screen. You just can't see them because they're back to back. When you said that you could take the information that you see to role play and be a specific representative for a specific company because I was connected to my Wi-Fi. Where is it? It is right here.
Bingo.
ISP, Comcast. Damn. Why y'all out in the open like that, Comcast? Why you ain't got it tucked behind something? Why is it so easy for them to know that I'm on your network? Huh?
So, and I would even be able to get the phone number and spoof it for the customer service rep that would have called you, because the numbers are different based on the location, right? So behind Comcast, which is why I blocked it out, behind Comcast, there's a location identifier, which is going to tell me exactly which node you were pinging off of. So the node gives me the exact location within a 5-mile radius as to where you are going to call Comcast customer service. So it's going to give me the time. It's going to give me everything. There's a lot of information here that I just brushed over. It gives me the host name, and the ISP gives me a location identifier for the node. And then if you go back to the other screen, the first one, there you go. All of this could have been prevented if incognito and private windows said yes. Just so that you're aware.
Incognito.
Yep, that's going to be your private browser.
So is that the VPN thing? I got to make sure I get a VPN and all that stuff to protect myself?
So yes and no. So VPN is basically, it's going to reroute your information. So all of this information would have been semi-correct for me. I would have been able to trace it back if it's a VPN. Now, if you're getting a randomized VPN that's always changing, it's a lot harder for me to track it back. But just a typical VPN is pretty easy to track back to the node to find the signal that from where it's hosting and rerouting. And then as far as like the incognito window and private window, it wouldn't have given me your ISP information due to the laws that had just changed with Google Chrome and Safari. But like I said, if you go to the third page, so actually the second page.
Make up your damn mind, sir.
So it gave me a lot more information as well. Like you're not using an ad blocker. There we go. So you're not using an ad blocker, which I can use to inject another form of information to your phone. If you're not using an ad blocker, I can set up an ad to generate from your own internet so that it basically appears as like a normal ad on your phone. And then, color scheme dark. So I would just make sure that if I'm faking an ad, I make it match so you don't have like a white square up at the top. I would make it dark so that it's gray or black. So it gives me a lot of information here to where I can just continue with my scam. or continue with my hack so that I don't get detected. So I know you're using dark mode. So if I'm going to pop something up on the background so that, I can run, say, for example, I'm going to run like a download to inject more stuff from my computer to yours so that I can get more information. I'm going to run it in dark mode. So it's not like, oh my God, what is this big white thing when I'm running my phone in dark mode?
You know what? I got nothing, bro. I got to give you an applause, bro. Right here. Come on, fam. Y'all got to help me clap it up for Josh because I've learned a lot today. I know you are not. I don't know. I really don't know who the hell you are. to be honest with you, but I feel like I know you well enough. Like, you know a lot about computers, you know a lot about tech, but as far as all the information you provided, I feel like this is very basic knowledge in the tech or the hacker world. And to a person like myself, my brain is fried. I ain't gonna lie. I'm into tech like that, but I'm not into like the deeper like stuff about tech. I just like, oh, it's an iPhone. It can do this. Oh, awesome. That's the type of tech I'm into. Just to see what these new devices can do. That's it. So
now you see why I switched to Android.
Wait, what does that mean? Android's better?
No, I'm not going to say Android's better. That's an age-old argument that there's no winning to it. They're both practically the same, right? Apple has firewalls that are, far superior over Android, in my opinion, but there's additional firewalls that you can add to Android. But the reason that I went to Android is because it pops up with a lot more like kind of like a notification, like, hey, they want your notification, or they want your location. Hey, they want to send you notifications. Hey, they want to do this before it actually does it. Apple, it's like one notification for the entire app. So, for example, if I want to inject any type of software or whatever on your iPhone, the easiest way to do that is to sideload it when you're charging. But in all honesty, basically, Android's going to give me a notification about every little thing that happens. Apple, it's going to give a lot of permissions to a specific app that allows me to do a lot more once I break through the first firewall.
I'm done. I have nothing to say. I have nothing. Now, I know there are some tech people out there, and I know some of y'all will probably stumble upon this video if you're not already someone that's watching this video. And I know you understand how simple some of this stuff is, but people like me that don't understand how simple that stuff is, like, that's very basic. That's like, I want to call it seemed like it's so basic to Josh, like all of this stuff was just flowing out of his head and he was just saying it. To me, that's like hacker 101 shit. It's like so basic. It's not FBI about to knock on your door level type shit. But I'm like, damn, how many more people are just like me? And I have a lot of knowledge, at least I would like to think so, about smart devices. I know not to click links, but there are people that don't know not to click links. And then how much information are they giving up compared to how much I've given up? And at this point, it's really making me think of, damn, how did I get here? Look at the previous episode. I had to learn. I started off stupid. I've been contacted by scammers, and I've actually paid scammers. I'm just being 100. I've actually paid scammers because I'm like, I'm dumb, I'm stupid at the time. And I'm like, what the hell? All of them sound like this. All of them sounded like And then I was like, this is when I realized, okay, I've been stupid. And then I go through this experience. But then this experience made me smarter. The motherfucker's name was Bruce Wayne. I said, that's Batman. Are you Batman? He was like, no, no. My name is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne?
Fuck.
That's when I got smarter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like tie yesterday's episode, Motivational Monday, to this one, you know, because I got smarter, bro. And I'm like, but I had already been stupid, and they got $800 out of me.
So here's what I'll tell you, that you know how to protect yourself. You can utilize VPNs, you can utilize incognito mode or whatever the case may be, or don't click links. That's a pretty good one. My biggest thing that I do, and this is to protect myself in case it does sound like it's something that's real. If you ever give out card information, they basically have an app to give you spoof cards, which are like a go-between your card and the virtual card, right? So if I ever feel like, you know, oh, you know, so-and-so needs to pay me, you can set it up to where that card only works for that particular vendor, right? And if it comes through as anything else, it's going to decline the card. So like I had one where it was like, hey, you ran a red light, which in my defense, the night before I did accidentally blow through a fucking red light over at Disney. So I thought it was like, all right, well, they got me on the camera, you know, I'll pay it, no problem. But I was smart at that point, and I was like, hey, I'm going to set up this virtual card before I give it to him. It took like 30 seconds. And I set it up. I gave him the virtual card, and I set it up because he was like, oh, I'm from Osceola County Clerk's office. And basically I set it up to where it was like, if it didn't say Osceola County Clerk, it was going to deny the payment, and we just going to try again. But, you know, I kind of just fumbled my way through it because I was like, okay, well, Osceola County Clerk, it's going to say County Clerk or something in there. So I added a couple of things here and there to make it like basically pick up on a couple of things. But yeah, no, it didn't go through. It came through as like a Square payment. And I was like, yeah, no, the county clerk's office don't use Square, my boy. Nice try, though.
They almost got you, but you was prepared.
Yeah. So prepare yourself. Make yourself digitally
That shit sounded
secure.
tough, though, Josh. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit sounded tough, bro. So if you can leave a comment about that process, right? So I can go back and read it, and anybody else I'm gonna call us slow, okay? I'm in there too, okay? So don't feel no type of way. This ain't no shot at anybody. I'm just gonna call us the slower people. Please, because you talk fast as hell when you ran through all that shit. And I don't want you to repeat it because I'm going to be like, you talking fast again because I ain't processing it. Just put it in the comments so I could pin that shit, bro. So I could see it, I could read it, and I could know how to handle that type of thing. You said it takes 30 seconds. It sounded like it took a lot more, but doesn't matter. Just before I make a payment, I could take it 3 hours. I don't give a damn. Take my time, set it up to make sure that just to make sure I take my time, set it up so I can make sure that if it's legit, it's going to go through. If it's not legit, it's going to decline it. And I need those instructions. So please just put it in the comments, and then I'm going to pin that so anybody else that's slow like me could read it, and we could make sure we register that.
All right. You want to show them how you read before we do so?
There is something I want to show you, but damn, this was so this episode was filled with so much value, bro. I don't even feel like I want to share that. But then again, I do, because I feel like if I don't share it and my family ain't out there knowing what the cops out here doing, you know, I'm going to share it.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it. Okay. And it has nothing to do with this technical stuff here. I don't know shit about this. Okay. But a few episodes ago, as you see here, James Lee, 12 days ago, this is when I saw the comment. 12 days later. Okay. Okay. So I was like, okay, all right, hold up. I did respond to them because I didn't understand what the hell they were talking about. So the comment went like, why does this seem to be so unbelievable? Isn't DoorDash and Uber allowing the police to use their signs in their cars? I was like, man, is this like some kind of typo? Are you using talk to text? And I'm like, what are you talking about signs in their car? All right. So I said, please explain using their signs in their cars. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, that don't sound right. Something's off. Then I see Daryl Richardson responds and says, the police are using Uber signs to infiltrate and observe drug dealers. I said, what? Okay, hold up. So then James Lee, well, before James Lee, what the F are you talking about 10 days ago?
Fuck you talk about?
I didn't want to actually say the word, but thank you, Josh. Visibly padding? I think it's missing a D, but whatever. Then James Lee responds and says, has been reported that there are certain police officers who are putting these Uber and Lyft signs, the one that glow up, in their front window and back windows. And people think that they are Uber and Lyft drivers and they are catching drivers speeding. This made me, hold up, bro. This made me even more paranoid because I'll never forget, bro. I had an Uber on my ass. And I'm like, damn, dog, why you following me? And here I am trying to shake him. Luckily, I just kept going. He turned down another street. But I was like, why the hell is damn, they're like lane for lane, bro. Miami Beach. Collins Avenue. You know, there's like 3 lanes. And I'm like, every lane I switch to is like, damn, this is how I'm driving the speed limit. Okay. I'm driving the speed limit, but I am cutting in and out of that traffic because Miami Beach, that's traffic, bro. And I'm gone. I gotta get out of here. So just seeing how they were following me, I was like, it made me suspicious. But then they turned down the street. So I was just like, whatever. So when I saw this comment, I was like, was that the popo? I don't know. What were you gonna say?
I could see why they're doing it because they're usually using it in unmarked cars to make them more, inconspicuous. Most unmarked cars, you can see the lights from a mile the fuck away. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when they got the dark tinted windows, you can still see the outlines of the lights in the back and the lights in the front and all this. And then usually they got an antenna that is for like 4G, 5G, whatever. And it looked like a little hockey puck. I could pick out an undercover car from almost a mile away. There's always some defining factor. And if that doesn't get you, then usually they have either a permanent county plate or a sheriff plate or whatever, right? But the story I was going to tell you about this is like, these stickers are so easy to get your hands on that they may have stole it from a drug dealer that was using Uber and Lyft to deliver drugs, or kind of hide as cover for them as they're getting in and out of their car and serving people or whatever, right? And they took it from them and put it in their car. Now, if they got the actual stickers or the signs or whatever, a friend of mine that does windshields, man, he got a whole slew of them things on his windshield because every time he replaced a windshield, the Uber driver's like, oh, I already ordered another sticker. So he'll take it off their windshield and he'll put it on his windshield. His whole back window, I should get a picture of it one time when he's over here, but his whole back window, one is Uber and one is Lyft. The little back windows of the van, he did one Uber and one Lyft. That's how many he's got.
Wow. I mean, all I can say is, man, I commend them. I commend the police officers for thinking outside the box, because that is definitely outside the box. So much so that one may have been trailing me in Miami Beach the other day, and I didn't even know. You know what I mean? That is real undercover work right there, and I salute that.
See, but I feel like it draws more attention to your vehicle So I feel like this is kind of working backwards in my opinion, because if I just see an Uber and Lyft driver just sitting there, I'm a think something about it, right? Because when you're doing a stakeout and trying not to get seen, you're sitting there for a while, right? So now if it's just a normal car, maybe somebody's working in their car, whatever the case may be. But if there's a Uber and a Lyft sticker in your windshield, I'm gonna be like, damn, why the fuck he sitting here so long? You know, it's a 5 and drive type of deal. You know, there's only an 8-minute timer. So, and that's not even using my independent contractor knowledge, because everybody knows about the timer, because everybody's been hit by a timer or two in their life. So I feel like it draws more attention than it takes away.
That's if they're sitting. But look, I said the person was on my tail. You know what I mean? And you know, they clock you riding too. You know what I mean?
See, and even then, all you got to do is call Uber. So Uber or Lyft will verify a plate number for you. So if you call and you say, "Oh, somebody's recklessly driving behind me, and they're recklessly driving on the road. I just want to verify it's one of your drivers." They'll ask you for the plate number, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is one of our drivers. We're gonna take care of it."
Bruh, we don't have front plates here.
I mean, shit, you don't know where they at, but I mean, if you see a drunk driver with a Lyft sticker in the back window, and you see him swerving all over the place, be my guest to go snitch on him. But you know, the less Uber drivers and Lyft drivers we get out there, the less competition we got. So
Well,
do your thing.
I ain't got time, bro. I'm gonna just be like that. You know, I ain't got time to be, hey, are you an Uber driver? Hey, Uber, I'm on his tail right now. 9F C. Hold up. He went down another street. Hold on.
Let me turn.
Next thing you know, whoop, whoop. What's up? Are you following me?
Hell yeah, I'm following you. You my fucking Uber. Yeah, bro, I would play that shit off so well. Hell yeah, I'm following you. You supposed to be my Uber. What the fuck you doing over here?
But you following me in a car? Why you
Hell
need an Uber?
yeah. Why you got an Uber sticker? Who the fuck is you? Like
you gonna switch it. I feel you, bro. But anyway, fam, there's a lot of information to unpack in this for me. Okay. I learned about this possible thing here. I don't know what I've been experiencing out on the road, because the person did turn off. All right. And they did have the whole Uber sign, Lyft sign in their window or the windshield and stuff. But I can't lie to y'all. Josh, I'm gonna just be honest and tell you, bro, there's a lot that you unpacked here, bro. And I just might watch this entire episode over again just for me to just hear everything you said, because you was talking fast, like I said. And even if you were to repeat it, I don't know half the shit you were saying. So I'm gonna just probably pause it. What does this
Google
mean?
some shit.
You know, so and again, fam, if you're slow like me, don't feel bad. Okay. I'm there with you. We a team. Okay. So don't forget, once we hit 500 subs, we'll be going live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. All right. I posted it on the community tab. And then, and only then, you'll be on screen to show how if you're slow like me. Okay. Because we're only gonna invite we're gonna be able to invite people on the screen to chop it up with us on the topics that we'll be talking about. So, Josh, I gotta watch this one all over again, but we're approaching about an hour. Okay, we gotta wrap it up, because I don't know if you still here. If you made it here, hold up, I gotta say this. If you made it to this point in the video, just put a robot, everything tech, a robot, a lightning bolt, a phone, a computer, whatever. As long as it's electricity or whatever that could go through it that seems like it's tech, put the emoji in the comment section right now. Go ahead, Josh.
So you brushed over that fact again, and I'm gonna correct you. So the closer we get to this goal that we got of live streaming, the closer we get to putting your ass on an electric bike. I'm not gonna let it go. How you feel about that?
I have nothing to say.
This is
Have a good night, y'all. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Don't click no damn links. Okay? Read the damn email. Okay? Try to understand it. If you don't understand it, email Josh. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah. What time it is, D-Fam? It's time to what? Go get your money.